just a little bit so I'm a bit more centered. Are we going to go back to the Twitch channel right here real quick and get everything loaded up. Come on. I am live. I do not know why it's not. There it is. Took long enough. And we're going to go and put this into mod view real quick. Alright, and of course we always got to start off the way. Exclamation point 8 ball. Is this gonna be a good stream? 8 ball never lies. You know what? Fuck you, 8 ball. Okay. So one other thing I'm going to do real quick. I should always do this really. Let me go ahead. I'll be right there. I'm just going to go over to my channel real quick. Hang on. Share to copy. And I'm going to go ahead and go out onto Instagram, Discord, and all that, and just kind of put it there real quick. Alright, we're going to go over to Discord now and begin the process. Alright. Paste that there. Paste that there. I will be right there, guys. I am literally just, I've already sent that. There is another. Right. For anyone watching, I am quite literally just, just sending this out, just so that way people get the message. I did not send it to him. I can go and do that now. Alright. Under self-promotion, put that there. Alright, so I got all that put out there. I just want to go and get that. So, I did do some off-camera stuff. I know it's kind of generic term to use, but I did find, quite a few things. You can actually see it's not that much actually. Some iron. I found one of these, and I kind of just tried to explore as much as I could. I got into one of those lush cave biomes, and it was fucking cool. I did save a clip with all the the coordinates and all that. So I did do that, so I would make sure that I'd know where to go back, because it was genuinely cool. So now what I gotta do? Hey, what's going on? How you been, Dimitri? This is a first-time chat from your viewer. Indeed. How's it going? I'm just playing a little bit of Bugrock because I actually don't. I'm just playing some League. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm just playing Bugrock just because, usually I'm on computer. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of just be here on the PlayStation for once, rather than just doing all the shit on computer. Ash, I'm assuming that is your name. Hey Ash, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I actually usually don't play on PlayStation, or at least not as much as I used to. Right now, I'm doing good. I'd say I'm doing good. I usually stream on PC now, but I actually have not, I haven't played on Bugrock in the longest time. I thought it would be kind of fun to do that. But usually I'm playing something like Phasmophobia. That's probably one of my all-time favorite games. So I need to go ahead and first of all, what's the other message? So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this up. I will go ahead and smelt all of these. Bugrock is kind of buggy. Yeah, hence the name Bugrock. Yeah, hence the name. Yeah, it's the reason why I don't like it, like, at all. Like, I like the game. It's the only edition of the game that I know where most of my friends have it. Most of them don't have gaming computers. Dimitri, he's the only one I know. Yeah, I don't blame you. I really don't. Dimitri is the only one I know that actually has a gaming computer that I know in real life. Everyone else, no. Like, they usually pretty much just have a console because it's, cheaper and all that, but, I hate this version of a game. I hate it with a passion. I mean, I have the most hours in it, but the only reason being is because I know more people who have this version of the game, So there's not much I can do about it. All right, we're going to go ahead and make these into blocks, and then we're going to go and get that smelted. But yeah, that's kind of how, what I've been doing and shit. So we're going to go and put that up. I don't have any more charcoal, do I? I do not. Or even regular coal, I don't think. Okay, so all notifications. Faz is very good. I love that game. Oh, I love it with a passion. I'm looking, because the one dude I played it with, he's actually in the army, and he had to go back, so he's not able to play for, quite some time, unfortunately. I get so many notifications. I'm going to go ahead and just do that. So unfortunately, I know Dimitri has it. I know he's not a big fan of those types of games, but man, I love it. It's by far one of my favorite games. Like, legitimately. Minecraft is the only game also, like, for all platforms I have it on. So, like, for my phone, oh, it can be funny and fun. There's so much to do in that game, legitimately. And the developers, they genuinely do a fantastic job. And for the longest time, it was only one dude working on that game. Now we're up to like two. Yeah, it can be spooky. I wouldn't say the more you play that game, you kind of learn how to deal with it all. I would definitely say. But man, when you are playing, there are genuine moments where it can be scary. But yeah, Minecraft is the only game I have both for for all platforms you could think of. iOS, Android, PC, well, not Mac. I mean, I could always get a Linux though too. I guess Java Edition you could definitely say because Java works for both Mac, PC, and Linux. Java, Bugrock, both, on Windows 10. I do have it for Xbox. I just don't have an Xbox at the moment. PlayStation, which is what I'm playing on. Fuck that. I'm yet to play it with him. Okay, really, you just need some good people to play it with. Like, that's it. Because I was genuinely scared shitless of that game, too. The moment you have people show you around and actually how to kind of deal with everything, believe me, you can play unprofessional easily, even just by yourself. I mean, it can still be spooky. You just need to find the right people to play it with. You play it with friends. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I have a blast playing that game every single day. Or every time I play it. Have I played Albedo? I don't think I have. I know there's also games kind of similar to Phasmo. There's Ghost Hunting Corp, which is like the first one, which is literally kind of a... supposedly be like a little bit more of in depth, where it's like you can banish the ghost and all that, but it's just kind of... It's meh compared to Phasmo. There's also Obsidio. I can't believe I'm failing to get up these stairs. There's Obsidio, which that had an update too. There was... I don't remember the name of the game, but it was kind of like similar to Phasmo, but it was like you were mummies, but then like if you died, then, the mummies could have a chance to kind of stop you. Albedo, it's a game that uses your voice. Is that the one by Curiosity where it's like like echolocation in a sense, where it's like you have to stay quiet, otherwise, and it's kind of like a weird art where everything's kind of like a red outline. Is it that? The Michael Jackson looking one? Hang on, to Google we go. Albedo game. Oh, no, this one's definitely different. Inspired 60 Albedo. It's called Albedo Eyes from Outer Space. It looks interesting. Not gonna lie, it looks weird. In all seriousness. Huh. Ooh, also I need to go and put my shit up. So, the only people I really have joining this world are gonna be friends. And actually, since I got some people... Just Albedo? Well, I didn't see anything then, but maybe there is one. In case you're wondering, like, oh, this is a secret... I mean, it is, but I don't ever have randoms on this world anyways. I only have friends, so I don't care if I show this off. It's not like anyone here in chat at the moment is going to be seeing all this. Maybe, you know, eventually I will, but... Believe me, I've got a lot to work on in this world. No, this is a world where I only have close friends to join in. I do have some worlds that are public, but this is not one of them. At the moment, there is one world I actually do plan to be public at some point. I swear to God, this just does not want to work sometimes. What? And the other thing is, I'm playing this on PlayStation, but I am not using a controller. I'm using keyboard and mouse, and the input lag is fucking atrocious on the version of this game with keyboard and mouse. It genuinely is terrible. Can you close the door? Thank you. I'm gonna need some more wood, so let's get a couple of pieces. Another little notification from Discord. Ooh, by the way, there's some fun things you can do in chat. So, for example, P.S. This does not work with... Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you to do one thing. So, first of all, for anyone wondering, I do have a YouTube channel. If you want to find that, type in !YouTube. If you want to know my Discord server, type in !Discord. And there's my Discord server. Same thing with all my Instagram and all that. On top of that, oh, excuse me, I got a little bit of a crud in my, another fun thing I do, and I see a lot of people do, type in !8ball and ask a yes or no question. For example, is Ash sus? Uh-oh, Ash is sus. But yeah, that's a little fun thing you can do. I do that with all my friends all the time. It'll give you every now and then some responses, and then some neutral responses where it's not yes or no. It's a kind of little fun thing, and I'm looking forward to putting some more stuff. Now, when I'm on computer, I have a bunch of other things in chat, but because it's on PlayStation, and it can't really... Okay, awesome, thank you. But the other thing is that on computer, there's a couple other plugins I can use, but it does not run on PlayStation, unfortunately. When I'm on computer, there's a couple other games I'll also play besides Spasmo. Sometimes it'll be Minecraft. Sometimes it might be something like, there's a couple games I play. Sometimes it might be Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sometimes it might be Planet Coaster. Just a bunch of fun things I love doing. Someone started a party. Single. Yeah, well, 8ball doesn't need to lie about that. I am single, unfortunately. Hopefully it won't remain that way for long, but it sucks, believe me. No, what was I doing? Oh, wait. Yes, I am single. Don't remind me. It hurts sometimes. I'm a lonely fuck. I'm a lonely fat fuck. Now I also need these. Okay, that's good. Listen, 8ball never lies. I am yet to have an instance where the 8ball was wrong about something. Legitimately. I've never had the 8ball lie. So one of the things I'll do at the beginning of a stream is I'll type in !8ball, is this going to be a good stream? Every single time it said no, it was correct. And every single time it said yes, it was correct. It's never been wrong. That's the scary part. I'm yet for it to actually be wrong. I don't know how long it's going to take before it gets wrong, but it will be wrong. It's inevitable. It will happen. You know, everything has to come to an end. And so is the accuracy of the 8ball. It's inevitable. It will happen. It's just a matter of when. You know, here's the thing. I never planned to be like a full-time streamer or any of that, but unfortunately, like where I'm at in life, like I've had a lot of bullshit come up, and it's to the point where I might consider doing something like Twitch because, um, I mean, it's a long story too. I don't know if I just don't want to get into it all at the moment, but it's just a lot. Not much I really want to talk about. I really want to have more fun. I'll do a world tour soon. I just want to go and get this all smelted for my XP. Will you be single forever? You could see it happening. So is that a not? Well, here's the thing. That's not that. This belief does not seem to be a guaranteed answer, though. It doesn't seem guaranteed. Possible, but not guaranteed. All right, put up the gold. But I hope you're having a good day. Do you have any things special come up? Yep, I saw your. I saw the thing. Your life is boring as fuck. Mine is too. I mean, recently it hasn't been. So when I was working a job, oh, there's the rules. Okay, so when I was working at a job, I unfortunately ended up having a seizure, and I was kind of forced to leave. So a couple days ago, well, on January 3rd, I had to go in for an EEG, and then yesterday I had to go home or I had to go back, and they get a take-home EEG. And pretty much what they do is they'll put wires on your head. They'll have these little electrodes that they'll paste on your head. They'll then put a bandage over it, and that's pretty much what they do with the typical EEG, except without the bandage part, because they'll put a bandage on your head so you can go home and they'll put it in place. But you'll literally have like this bandage with wires coming out the back, and it's going into this little pack. It was literally, they're like, oh, we'll just throw away the bags, but they literally just kept it. They literally just kept it in a small little like gym bag sort of thing, and they kind of had to do. It kind of felt like it, legitimately robot. It actually did kind of feel like it. And then they also give you a camera because, God, for whatever reason, the EEG picks up abnormal stuff. Then the camera will record it, and they'll be able to determine, okay, was I a robot? You could say it was temporarily a robot. Maybe. Question marks? One of the other things that happened to me, this was, back during the summer, I had surgery on my hands, and they put a pin in there. No, But, they pretty much put a metal pin into my hand. So, you could say that I am technically a cyborg, because I do have machine parts in me, while also having flesh. Or either cyborg or android, one of the two. But you could say I'm technically that. So that's fun. I'm part machine. Probably so. Probably so. 8-Ball doesn't lie. 8-Ball doesn't lie. You're right. 8-Ball doesn't lie. You could say that, like, this is, what is it? Cyberpunk. This is Cyberpunk. Wait. Huh? Hey, thank you for following Ash. Thank you. Yeah. Hey. It's not charged at the moment. I tried taking a hit earlier. I forgot to charge it.
All my shit.
Yeah. I don't even remember though. Wait, but then who's the mom? It must have happened when I was asleep, man. I swear I don't. I swear I can't be the father, man. There's no way. Man, I must have gotten laid and didn't even know it. The least she could have done was wake me up. Oh, believe me, Dimitri could not be that. He could not do that. Yeah. By the way, that comrade, I don't know why just Dimitri, the dude you did, yeah, he could not do that. Mainly because it's a he, but you know. Alright, what was I? Okay. While this is, I'm gonna wait for this to smelt. After that, I'm gonna kind of give you a little bit of a. I'm just watching at what you're putting in, and I'm really hoping it's nothing bad. I do have rules. Now, let me make sure that actually works. Does that work? It does. So make sure you do follow these rules. There's a lot of people who will not do any of that, and I am someone who will ban. Yeah, they do pop up a lot, but that's because everyone just cannot seem to have any common sense and actually, like, first of all, if you read through them, it's literally just being a decent human being. I get sometimes you might want to have fun and poke around, but there's a difference between, poking around and having fun and just being an asshole. My phone's going off and it says potential spam. I'm going to assume that is the case. But I mean, seriously, this is like how can you not follow these rules? Like at least it's just I feel like I'm having a stroke, but like it's hard for my mind to comprehend. Like when you first go into a server, yeah, I will never be an asshole unless you're an asshole to me because like I try to be inviting. I'll joke around, but also no, I'm never going to intentionally like hurt you or do anything unless you're actually doing it to me. Then I'm gonna intentionally be a piece of shit. But I will never intentionally try to hurt anyone. And if I do, I apologize. I will make sure you let me know about that. Same thing with mods. One problem I see with mods, and one thing that I hope to keep down on is mods that are fucking corrupt but blatant about it. Like, oh, like there was a streamer I also saw on YouTube a lot, but I just don't watch him anymore because one of his mods were saying some horrible things, but then I said something that was kind of lighthearted, joking around, and then he removed my comment and was like threatening to kick and ban me and shit. And it's like you can't say anything to them because they were one of them mods was actually talking about some horrible thing, like doing some horrible things to little girls. Yeah, and there were some other people that were saying some shit like that too. They didn't get banned or even like anything happened, and the reason being is because like one of them had been in the stream for a really long time. They got to know him, and the other one was sub to them to the highest tier and was constantly donating. It's like, well, I don't want to do that because then the streamer won't get all the money, and it's like, oh yeah, oh absolutely. Like for me, it's like because it the way how it is that who looks the worst in that situation, you or the mod? Well, you do because well, like I would in that scenario because I'm the one who hired the mod. They're the ones who are responsible for that. I need to keep them in check, and if they're just doing shit like that, people are not going to show up to my stream. I get hurt more by it. You know, it's not fair. So I want to try and keep it fair, but also safe for anyone to join in and not feel like afraid to join in. That they can be, a bit rated R, but not like there's a difference between being rated R and appropriate times to do it and shit, but then also it's like, then there are people who just go like, there's no reason to say any of that. There's no reason to act the way you're acting. And hopefully one day I'll prevent that. That is assuming I ever get to that point. But I don't hope to be that type of person. I want to have good mods. I want to have all that. My friends, they're actually, I usually go to their streams a lot. They don't really come to mine too much. Sometimes I do. Hopefully I'll see them a bit more. Um, also, what was I also planning? Oh, wait, that's right. I wanted to put this stuff up. One of the things I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get some cauldrons, and I'm going to make some iron. Or make some, an infinite lava generator. Because I have this and all of this, and I'm going to go ahead and use these to, make some lava generators so I don't have to keep going back and forth to the nether to get my stuff. So I'm going to go ahead, because that's one of the things I wanted to make. I'm also going to take some of these out and put them into the other chests real quick, because this chest is running out. All this armor really should be more in here. Things like a crossbow, things like... Hopefully, also, I can find some more chainmail armor, because I actually want to get a full set, because this is probably one of the rarest things you're going to get in the game, is any of his chainmail armor, because you can only get it from mobs. I want to get enough to where I have full chain boots. I already have, like, and I want to get some mending books, too, so I'll always, like, hopefully it'll never run out, but, a chain helmet. I do have some chain armor somewhere else as well that is also full. I just gotta find out where I put it. And then some of these I could honestly get rid of. And then... I mean, yeah. But yeah, you're gonna see the rules pop up a lot, and that's just because a lot of times people will come in, and they may not necessarily see the rules, but, like, I want to make sure they know it. Of course, you see the other things, like, advertisement for Coinbase. I actually do that a lot. You can make some decent money off of that, but of course you got to make sure, it looks like the other timers, okay, there's a YouTube channel, and then there should be a Discord thing, if not, But yeah, that's more of a cryptocurrency thing. You can make money. Of course, cryptocurrency is not something where you can instantly make money. You have to, it's more of a long drawn out thing. So you can make money instantly off of that, but if you're smart, you can make some decent money. Like, there's no doubt about it. Also, I just realized, put it like that. I'm gonna need 9 cauldrons, I realized. And again, I'll give a world tour soon. I am just kind of getting all this organized and shit. And also, is there anything... Oh, wait, I don't need those in there. Why did I put that in there? I don't need that in there. Anything else I could... I guess I'll transfer that over. Oh, wait, I should transfer that over. I need to keep it in there. Oh, I got chainmail pants. So I do have pants. By the way, do you get those things at the bottom of your stream under the bio? The things under my stream under the bio. What do you mean? And hang on, I'm also gonna get something else loaded up real quick. Under the stream, under the bio. You're gonna need to elaborate, because I don't know what you mean by under the stream, under the bio. Like the fuel. Oh yeah, so I have that set up. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I set it up. How do I do it? So if you have like a Twitch channel, you would go to your channel, and then there's an option called Edit Panels, and then you can just add that stuff. Now, if you're talking about the fuel leaderboard, you will need a bot. The one I use, I have 2. Stream Elements is one, and then the other one is Streamlabs. There's a bunch of good free bots you can find. Stream Elements is actually good. I like Stream Elements, so you can use that one for sure. So Stream Elements is also the place. So if you were to type in exclamation points, oops, I messed up. Exclamation point tip. So if you were to do that, you can actually go there, and that allows you to pretty much donate. I don't have the ability to subscribe or Prime or anything like that bits yet, and that's the reason because I'm not a Twitch affiliate, and that's something I'm going to be planning to do at some point, probably. So it's like if I want to make any money from this, you would type in exclamation point tip. Or, you can click the link that I just put there, and then that's how you would donate. And I believe I will get a notification if you do. But yeah, if you do feel generous, go ahead. And I am trying to think of a schedule that I could do as well. I don't have it 100% figured out yet. Again, I'm not really someone who's much of a, oh yeah, I stream like, I'm not someone who usually does that. I'm trying to get into a habit of doing that. And also, as you can tell, my keyboard's a little bit loud, it's a little bit clunky. can't really do much about that yet. Again, I don't have really fancy equipment. I don't have fancy mics yet. I don't have any of that stuff. I mean, the best microphone I have is quite literally just a blue snowball. Yeah, I genuinely don't have that much yet. Hopefully I can get a lot more, but at the moment I just don't have much. It's something I plan to, you know, to invest in at some point. Oops. Oh, the input lag is going to be a pain. Oh my god. There it goes. It's kind of hard to time because, you know, keyboard, mouse, it's very hit or miss on, what's it called, this. I'm getting another spam call. I get those all the time. One of the other things I was going to do, because I need to get working on this. Oh yeah, cauldrons. You last played a console around 2019. Yeah, I don't blame you. Again, I genuinely just can't stand this version of the game. You know, I'll keep playing it just because my friends keep playing it. But outside of that, I need some damn good reasons to keep playing this version. It's like one of those things where it's like, I want to play it. Like, I want to play it more. But I can't. Like, I just don't have enough reasons to keep playing this game at the moment. And, here's what I'm going to do as well. I got the 9 cauldrons. Wrong button. You know, if they fix it, like, because one of the things that they do is that they made the Wither extremely annoying and difficult in this game for whatever reason. They just thought that'd be good. I don't know why they thought it would be good. The Ender Dragon is kind of more difficult. I mean, the game's just overall extremely buggy. The store is just not very... There's no quality control. Like, you'll literally find a mansion map that's worth $20, and it's just like a mansion and then nothing else. Like, there's some custom textures and all that, but it's like, you know, I could easily make that, maybe not the custom stuff, but like, I could make it. Why do they? I don't understand why they made it that difficult. Also, I'm gonna allow that term. I don't know why. I thought I allowed that, but apparently it's not. But yeah, like, the mansion itself, like, excluding the custom code, because coding does take a little bit of time, but the buildings themselves, I could literally do in a day. And I could load it up and can do all that stuff, and I don't have to pay $20 just for one map, you know? And I could keep adding on to it. Like, it's one thing if it was $20, but it's like New York City to scale with all the interior and custom, all that. Okay, that would be worth $20. Turning into no, it's not, because I don't know if I would necessarily say that. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, you know, it's infuriating, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go and put this stuff up so I don't accidentally. Yeah, kind of. So one of the things I said I would do, and I'm going to just do it real quick, and I'll show you what I'm working on, and one of the things I'm gonna kind of need at some point. But I'm going to go and show you around. So, you've already seen this. This is actually my house. This is where I do enchanting. This is kind of the mob farms. I do have an automatic chicken farm. I do plan to make all these automatic at some point. That's just something I decided to make. That's actually nobody's house. I thought it'd be kind of funny to make an upside-down house. I don't know why. I think you can already tell that is a mob grinding farm, which, for whatever reason, is completely useless. Because I'll literally put it on hard difficulty, and I'll be waiting all day, and maybe I'll get 3 things dropped down. For whatever reason, but then other times it's not. Like, I don't understand why it takes so long for some things to spawn in. It shouldn't take that long. And if we go down here, and at the moment I am playing on peaceful, and I always... No, I followed it correctly, because... every guide I followed said the same thing. I don't remember exactly, but like if you go online, it'll tell you how to make it the exact same way. Every guide is pretty much the same. And I built it exactly to scale. And it's not that it doesn't work. It's just it only works sometimes, and then other times it doesn't. It's probably just because it's Bugrock and not everything spawns in correctly. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case because sometimes it works really well, other times it doesn't. Well, here's the thing: the PlayStation 4 edition works phenomenally. It's just this version of the game sucks dick for whatever reason. This version, but it is what it is. And if we go down here. I mean, I don't need to go all the way down there, but this is my slime farm. Damn straight. Legacy is well over Bugrock. That's my slime farm down there. I need to actually make this a little bit easier to get up, but it's not one of my biggest priorities at the moment. I've got a huge building project. If we head over here, you can kind of hear my spacebar. My keyboard is kind of very obnoxious, but it is what it is. This is my nether wart thing. And then right next to it, that's where I'd actually do all the brewing. So what would happen is you get some water bottles, you put the bottles in here, the ingredients there, and then your finished potions would go in here. So that's kind of what that is. Also, sometimes there's a bug, which you kind of just saw, which is if you're using a crafting table or whatever, when you exit, your character will be facing like this or like this. I don't know how it does that, but yeah. You grew up on the 360? Yeah. I mean, the first version of the game I had was on mobile, but then I got it on 360 and the computer and all that. This is my friend's house. So, 360 was awesome. Yeah, so... See, I wish it was still working, but it's just not. But anyways, this is my friend's house, so I have a couple friends that have their stuff here. This one is Kickboy Gamer, so that's his house. And, this is... It's not 100% complete, but it's pretty much complete. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to make what's essentially a brewery. So that's what this is. So you've got all your lights on, and these things are actually on daylight sensors. So that way, once it turns night, the lights will go out, and that signifies that, the brewery's closed. You got to go home. And over here, this is all the brewing equipment. So this is your distills and all that. It looks like a fireman station. Yeah, it kind of does, the brick, but the reason being is I made it like this is because all the breweries here from where I live, they kind of look like this. But yeah, this is where you put in, your mash that turns into the warts, and all that stuff. Then it gets, evaporated, condenses, and gets put into here. And then this is, of course, where you put all your alcohol. And then in the chest, we have your wheat. In here is supposed to be malts, but it's represented as seeds, which is pretty much what malt is. And then in here, it's a green dye. However, that's supposed to be hops. I'm also going to go ahead and put 3 other chests in here, and I'm going to put, like, different flavors, like, flavors that you would add into beer, so, like, apples. Eventually, I'm going to get some cocoa beans, because sometimes you might have some chocolatey, coffee, roasty flavored beers. And then another one, if there's anything that looks like an orange, actually, maybe glowberries. They kind of look citrusy. I might use those and kind of just have it as citrus flavor or whatever. And then if we go over here, and I need to add something into the interior, I don't know what I said. Interior, I don't know what to do with it yet though. But if we go out through here, this is where like you'll sit outside, have your beers and all that. And then you'll notice over here we got a little farm going. And the whole point of it, it's supposed to be kind of like its own little, like, yeah, we grow our own wheat here. We grow everything here on the farm. So it's like, this is where you would get all your wheat that would eventually be turned into the beer. That's kind of what this is meant to be. If we go in here, it's supposed to look like all the wheats and all that's being stacked up into the silo, waiting to kind of be processed and all that. So that's the whole point of that. And this is my most recent kind of ish completed project. Again, really the only thing I'm missing is just some form of interior. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I plan. This building was insanely tedious and difficult to make. Not because, there's a lot to it. Clearly, there's not that much to it. It's because it's made out of brick. And bricks are so goddamn infuriating to obtain and make buildings out of. Because you need to get 4 clay, which makes 1 brick. And then you gotta get 4 bricks to make 1 brick block. Why can't it just be 1 clay for 1 brick? Legitimately, it took forever. It literally took well over 24 hours. Like, because I'd be staying up all night and I'd be playing all during the day and all that. It took well over 24 hours to make this. Most of it was not even building. It was literally smelting everything and getting all the stuff together. It should not have to take that long for bricks. Even with an increased spawn rate, you would still like need to reduce it. And it's the fact that they also made it to where it's like, oh yeah, but also we have a cave biome that has a lot of clay. I'm like, well, why not also just kind of increase the amount of clay that can spawn in other areas, and also make it to where it doesn't require 4 clay for 1 brick, maybe just 1 clay for a brick. I feel like that would make a lot more sense, but I don't know. Maybe that is a little bit overkill. I don't know. And if we head over here, there's actually not really anything. Well, there is kind of something in that direction, but it's really far away. But if we head over here, this is pretty much a pier, which I plan to add something over here at some point. I don't know what, but plan. Yeah, I do too. The only thing, the closest thing you can get is you have to download someone else's world that has the mods on it. But it's not like I can put them onto my world. Like, I can't put the mods here. Or at least you would have to find a way to, I guess, jailbreak your PlayStation. Which, of course, then you would have to risk your account being banned. No, thank you. And, but yeah, that's that. And then if we head over this way, show off a little bit more, and then I'll kind of show you what I'm working on at the moment. You've kind of seen what's over here. I mean, you've seen this building. I didn't really explain. This is pretty much just a place where all the bees live. I kind of wanted it to be made out of dirt to look kind of natural and shit. Yeah, same thing with PlayStation 3s, too. If we head over this way, I mean, this was meant to be a cactus farm, but every single time I break a cactus, they would literally fall onto each other and kind of, destroy each other. And if we head over here, this is my friend Isaiah's house. So this is kind of where he lives. I don't think my friend Caleb or Keon, I don't think they have a place here. I don't even know if Caleb's been on this yet. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, the console's discontinued. And, you know, there's no more support for it. It would make sense. It's like, oh, Microsoft, someone's hacking on 360. It's like, you're really surprised at this point? Like, you just deal with it at that point. That's pretty much what they're going to tell you. Just deal with it. You know, it's a really old console. There's so many more new ones. Even though it is nostalgic, like, it's one of those things, it's like, you just got to expect it to happen. You just have to expect it, you know? Okay, so this is where some of my new projects are being taken underway. So, first of all, there's a little something here, but I'm going to start over here first, because, you know, for like, at some point when I have random people join in and all that, they're going to spawn in kind of in this area. And I'll show you kind of where they're going to spawn in. So let's say, you know, I eventually open up to the public and you spawn in. So you see that bridge and that kind of land? That's where you're going to spawn into. So you'll notice here that there are a couple houses, and the whole point of this is, let's say you plan to be on the world for a bit, but you don't have a house, and let's say it's night, I just need a place to stay. That's what these houses are for. They're meant to be bland, they meant to be kind of all that, but that's because these are meant to be temporary houses, alright? This is just somewhere where you can stay, but it's like at some point you need to move out and let someone else join in. And work on your own place, especially if like you're planning to stay on the world a lot, you know. And some houses are gonna be a little bit bigger than the others. Like this one's a little bit bigger, but again, it's meant to be a temporary house. You're not meant to stay here. It's just there until you get your own house started. That's the whole point of it. And that being said, yeah, I mean, it is kind of similar. If we come over here, and I need to actually get a bridge built to this piece of land right here. You'll notice I'm working on something a bit bigger. And what it is it's planning to be a hotel. Yeah, I'm making a hotel, legitimately. There's going to be a redstone elevator over here. And, actually more of this area. And I've already got some of the rooms built. And first of all, this is kind of what they're going to look like. They're tiny. Legitimately tiny. But the whole point of a hotels are going to be, hey, if you're only planning to be here only for a little bit, not even to come back, like you may not even come back, or you might come back a couple times, but just not as much as, let's say, other people. You get a hotel room, you get a sign, and you say, hey, I'm planning to stay here, but if you're saying like, hey, I may not come back, you know, you just take your stuff and take down your sign and give it to someone else, you know, and you would pay like every day. You would just go out and have like, let's say, you would have to just pay like maybe like, you know, a iron ingot. Like you just gotta pay an iron ingot every single day. That's all you gotta do to stay there. But that's pretty much what this is going to be. And this is just the first floor. I'm planning to have like 10. So that means this is going to be about 40. I might go even higher than that, to be perfectly honest. Oh, depends on how much space there is, depending on how many rooms there are. I might go a bit higher than that. But for now, I'm planning for 10. Anything else happens, you know, I will expand upon it. But this is what I'm working on at the moment. Got a little chicky on. And, oh, I forgot. I need more coal and charcoal. But if you take a look here, I got a lot of furnaces. And yeah, if you can see here, but I got an infinite cobblestone generator because I need a lot of stone bricks. I'm just not gonna, like, honestly, smelt wood with wood. Yeah, essentially that's what I do. Yeah. But as you can see, like, I do not have that much cobblestone, and rather than just going out and tearing up land, I could just do this and just have it all be in one place. So yeah, that's kind of what I got going on here. Oh yeah, I forgot. So one of the things I was doing, and I don't have Unbreaking yet. I do need to get it, but I need to get Unbreaking for a specific pickaxe. One of the things I do have on me, or one of the things I need to bring on me. Okay, so you saw that I had an ender chest. One of the things I need to go ahead and do is get the other ender chest, and I believe you do need. I think you need a silk touch pickaxe to break it. So I got one. And, the reason why I'm doing that is because, like, all the resources I need, it requires, like, you know, a lot of inventory space. I haven't defeated the Wither or the Ender Dragon on this world yet. So I don't have any shulkers or anything like that yet. That's something I'm definitely gonna have to work on. But for now, I haven't done it yet. So, right. I have one ender chest. I think maybe I have it upstairs. I have an ender chest in a chest. Oh, I regret it every fucking time on this version of the game. I haven't done it on this world. I know that's something I'm gonna do just to do it. It sucks on this version of the game. I don't know why they did it the way they did it. It sucks. But you know, it is what it is. Let's oop, I need that fortune pickaxe. Where did I put that fortune pickaxe? Oh, right here. I'm just gonna go ahead. I mean, honestly, for me, well, yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be easier. But I know that there are some things you can do that can kind of help defeat the Wither. One, using a, like, first of all, using a, yeah, I know. What was it called? Smite. Smite is what I was thinking of. Using a smite sword or axe, whatever it was, and then actually putting the Wither underground, but also kind of surround it by obsidian. Eventually, you know, it'll break through, right? But that allows you to kind of go out and kill the Wither a bit easier. Eventually, you know, it can break through some of it, but that's why you keep some, what's it called? Some obsidian? Yeah. But that's why you kind of, do it like that. It holds it in place a little bit, and whenever it does try to get out, you replace the obsidian. Which is kind of what I'm going for. And I wouldn't, honestly, I probably wouldn't even bring armor. I would just have milk and some golden apples. 1.9 with the sword. Well, for computer, yeah. Oh, I forgot. I was going to make an infinite lava thing. But I'm also going to go ahead and get the other stuff that I meant to get set up. I don't know why. I seriously have never heard of one person actually complain about the multiplayer. Like, for Minecraft, because, like, I feel like that's who it's meant for. It's like the people who are playing multiplayer, but I've never heard of anyone say, you know what's unbalanced about Minecraft? Their multiplayer. The fact that people can just spam their swords. Like, we need to change it. Like, I feel like the only people who complain would have been people in multiplayer. No one else. I cannot think of anyone else who would have complained about it. And if they did, Grow a fucking pair. Seriously. Like, it ruins... And I think they, I don't know if they made some form of compromise and kind of partially changed it back. I don't remember. I mean, regardless, that's like... it's just... It's frustrating. I play 1.19 on S&P sec. I mean, I still play, you know, the current versions of the game. Even though the sword does suck now, I mean, I'll still play the new updates. Because they'll still be fun. It's a shame that they had to do what they did with the sword, but it is what it is. But I'll still play the new versions, because I can still have my fun with it. There are a couple mods that I wish came back too for PC, but, you know, people just stopped making it. You know, there are a lot of mods that stopped being made for PC, unfortunately. Alright, what we're gonna go and do is I'm gonna put this all in here, right? Ender chest. Hopefully it should stay in there. All the things like all the glass. Meaning, you know, I can have a little bit more room for my, what's it called? Some of it is going to be this. I need to... Actually, let me bring these over. Oh. Put that up. I got another thing glass needs to be put in here. Is there anything else I might need to bring over? What's my favorite mob? My favorite mob in the game. I don't know. I feel like if I would have to break it down into sections. Ooh. The cat? I feel like in regards of mobs, for friendly, I guess let's say for friendly mobs, let's start with mobs that will never attack you, the friendly ones. It's 22, so it's 10, 11 for you. That's kind of late. For me, for friendly, honestly, I couldn't tell you for friendly. Maybe, I don't know. For neutral, it would definitely be the dog, without a doubt. I mean, I know as useless as they are, but it's just so fun to have, like, a pack of wolves. It is so fun. And for hostile mobs, honestly, the creeper. Feels kind of generic and all that, but, like, I've genuinely had some of the most, like, the funniest and best moments were with creepers. Yeah, I would say that. That and, because, like, zombies can be kind of annoying. Skeletons are infuriating. You know, the phantoms I know pretty much nobody likes, but, I mean, they're annoying, yeah, but compare that to every other mob, and it's like, they're not as annoying, like, they're not as harmful. Well, ocelots and cats are actually now kind of different, because you can tame a cat in the game, right? But you can't tame ocelots anymore. They pretty much removed that. So there's no reason, like, so ocelots and cats now are actually different in the game now. So you have the regular cats, and then you have the ocelots. They're different now. And the wolves and dogs, yeah, they actually are just wolves, but, like, you know, I'll call them wolves or dogs. I'll interchange them. Yeah, I did too. I definitely played. I did too. I also played before a lot of the other stuff came in, but yeah, I first started playing because I had heard about the game, but I was kind of yeah. God, I had a lot of great stuff for 360, and unfortunately, I was the same way with, like, wolves and off-slots. I was, yeah. Um, Man, I wish my 360 was still working and all that, but it's, unfortunately, all the stuff on it's lost too. The hard drive is just, yeah. So all my stuff is gone, unfortunately. But I had a lot of fun stuff on it. It's a bullshit, you know, it is what it is. What was I never gotten... I never got a raw 360. See, there are different reasons why you get a red ring of death. Like, it was usually more of a hardware thing, but that's also because Microsoft, for the 360, they literally rushed the design, and as a result, the thing would literally overheat and just stop working. That is quite literally why the red ring of death pretty much happened almost every single time. Mine happened, kind of, because, the video ports gave out, so you couldn't really plug it into a TV, and if you did, it would pretty much destroy the console, essentially. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. They rushed the production speed, and just, they put everything together. That's what I'm talking about. But as a result, they didn't add in a disc protector. The amount of times, right, I accidentally, even just slightly tapped my 360 while there was... Yeah, it was a lot. It was an extreme amount. It was definitely not worth that amount. The 360 had a thing where if you accidentally tapped it, it did not have a disc protector. It would burn a hole in the, it would literally burn a huge ring into your disc to where it couldn't be read. Yeah, they didn't have a disc protector. That's like how they rushed it. And the consoles would overheat because they rushed the design. What ended up happening is they started smushing in all the parts really close together and not allowing a lot of airflow. So it would end up overheating as a result. Yeah, no, that's definitely nowhere near. I know Switch did have like a rocky start because they were like, oh yeah, Miyamoto was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of games all on the thing, and it's like, no, he didn't. He lied. But I do have a Switch, and I use it quite a bit. I do have a Switch. Minecraft sucks on the Switch. If you thought it's bad on the PS4, it's even worse on the Switch, legitimately. I think it's more of like the Wii U. I mean, yeah. I mean, the light is like, you don't plug it into like a TV or anything. Why would you want that? The whole, like, that's the whole point of a Switch. There was also the Switch MC. I mean, I've never really had too many problems, in all seriousness, on mobile. It was okay. But maybe currently now, because, like, I don't know. I don't really play Minecraft on mobile anymore. But maybe. Again, I haven't played that game on mobile in a long time. Who knows? Maybe it is still shit. But it sounds like, because we were, me and Dimitri earlier, we're talking about Phasmo. It looks like you play some Phasmo, because I definitely play Phasmo. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's too bad. Yes, okay, so all the stuff didn't stay in here. One of the things I forgot to do, well, actually, I can just go and do here now, is, I mean, I should have gone over and grabbed them, but, you know, I can always just do it here. I need to make some charcoal. I need to make a lot of it. I mean, I can always just do this here real quick. Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of a point. How often do you play Phasmo, out of curiosity? Because I've definitely been trying to find more people to play that game with. I mean, it genuinely is one of my favorite games. I say that a lot, and I really do mean it. Have I tried Minecraft 4K? I do not have a computer that can handle that. I can't do that just yet. My graphics card is... Because I was using a GeForce GTX 680. Like, very outdated hardware. Oh, you just love that optimization. Don't you just love it, how things just randomly stick around and then just stop? Man, I love it when that happens. Oh, well then no. No, I haven't then. That sounds interesting. The graphics card I was using was a GeForce GTX 680. The one I have now is an AMD Radeon RX 580, I think, something like that. Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I know what game you're talking about. I know now. You have a 1080. The 580, I believe, is equivalent to a GTX 1600, I think. That's the one I have. It's pretty much equivalent to that. I also need to get a better processor because the one I have is garbage. It's also AMD. GTX 1600. Yeah, it does. GeForce, NVIDIA GTX 16. Yeah, or 1600. Okay, 1660. Yeah, it shows 1650, 1660. You can find a 1660. That's the one I pretty much have. Or at least the equivalent to that. So yeah, it's a 1660. It's slightly better. Yeah, that's the one I have. It's the 1660, or equivalent to a 1660. 970, I think that's requirements. The processor I have is awful. It's an AMD one as well, but it's really old. But at the time I got my computer, it was like, it wasn't bad, but it was like at that point where it's like, you want to think about upgrading it. It's a little worse than an i3. Yeah, effects bad. Effects bad. As in, yeah, literally that bad. But at the time, it was like, at the time when I got it, you know, if you had it, it wasn't bad, but it's like you would want to consider upgrading at some point. That's what we're talking about. But because my computer, I didn't build it or buy it, or my cousin, he built it for me, and he was just using some spare parts, and it would actually play Battlefield 1 on ultra settings at like 200 FPS, legitimately. Like, it could legitimately, well, like, on ultra it would reach, I think, almost 200. Like, it would easily hit 120, but it would peak well over that a lot of times. I think at some points it did get to 200. But yeah, like, it was a pretty decent computer, but yeah, I need to get a better processor because everything's taking a lot longer to do everything. Also, the hard drive I'm using at the moment isn't a hard disk drive. It's the same one I've been using for quite a bit. I need to get a solid disk drive because I know that'll be a lot quicker, but it's a bit expensive. And also, I do not have a lot of money. The RAM I have, I mean, the amount of RAM I have is the bare bone minimum, but I would say RAM, it does kind of increase the speed, but I would say it's not as necessary as, let's say, a CPU and all that. I think I have, like, I think it's 8 gigs, but, like, that's a bare bone minimum you should have. People are like, oh, I need to get 16. I'm like, you don't need 16 because most apps and games and all that, they're not going to use... Maybe? I couldn't tell you at the top of my head, but maybe. But yeah, I have 8 gigs of RAM because, like, in all seriousness, most games and, like, you know, apps will not use that much RAM. So there's no reason to, like, I would say 8 gigs should be the bare bone minimum, but also you could, like, you know, you could stay there for a little bit of time. Yeah. So, like, again, a lot of the parts were pretty much, you know, they were kind of just laying around, but, like, you know, you had them, you built it, but, like, you know, it works just fine. Well, I mean, it's slow, but it works, and I need to upgrade it. I understand I need to upgrade it, but at the moment, I just don't have the money. But hopefully I can. Okay, so I'm getting off track. I need to start building all this. Okay. And I do have a little bit of iron on me. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is going to be the boring part, because I need to get some stone, or cobblestone I should say, and I'm going to be doing this, and I'm pretty much just going to be getting a couple stacks, and I've got that, what's it called, the stone cut over there, because I need to smelt all of this, Now, I will get some XP for this, which is what I'm looking forward to, especially. Because then I can get some more enchanted books. I mean, it's like that part of Skyblock, right? Where you're trying to expand, but you gotta, like, this is the part that's boring, it's tedious, but it's necessary. You know? This is that part of the stream, guys. Oh, I've been watching that for over an hour. Yeah, I've actually been, time has a tendency to actually fly when you're doing a lot of long projects like this. I was on earlier. So if you saw some of the stuff in my inventory, I was just doing a bit of exploring. I actually usually don't do a lot of like, oh, so I did some off-camera stuff. Usually my off-camera stuff is usually not even that much. I did get a couple of diamonds, but honestly, I didn't really do much. Hopefully, you know, eventually you'll get some more people. Because one of the things I'm trying to do is, so I live in the U.S. You use the time of like 22, whatever. So it's definitely I don't think you're in the U.S. You're using a 24-hour clock where we use 12-hour. That's more of a European somewhere else. I don't know exactly. UK, yeah, UK. But here in the U.S. where I usually get a lot of my viewers, 10:26. Yeah, but you said 22. You know, whatever. You know. But one of the things that we do, or one of the things that I'm doing is, at my time, I'm streaming at 3 p.m. Oops. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, you know, most people here get off school at around 3, but I'm starting to stream at around 4. That gives them a time to pretty much, yeah, so 4 p.m. Eastern, but that's in the U.S. But 4 p.m. Eastern, and the reason being is because, hang on, let me just, come on. The reason for that is because most people get off school at around 3, it takes like an hour for them to, you know, probably get some of the homework done and all that. So it's like, I start streaming at 4, and I'm pretty much going to be ending at around 7. Yeah, there is well, not a minimum age. Well, it says, oh yeah, this viewer, it should tell you that this is you know, intended for mature audiences. It does, and because I can be pretty vulgar, so yeah, I am kind of 18 plus. So it will say that, but I am 18 plus. I mean, you don't have to be 18 to watch, but the reason I have that is just because some people are very, you know, they don't like that type of stuff. I don't fucking care, but maybe some people do. But, yeah. So while we're waiting for all of this to kind of smelt down, because we're gonna, once this is all done, there's millions of other people. Yeah. I mean, it's more of accommodating for the audience that I'm mainly gonna get, because I usually get US viewers, and I'm trying to accommodate for that, because in the US, most people live on the East Coast in the US, which is why, I accommodate for them mainly. But also in the UK, you know, it'll be a couple of hours, but it's not like early in the morning or in the afternoon. It'll be kind of towards nighttime, but you know, you'll get a couple of people from all around the world. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, that's the whole point, is people who might just get home from school or maybe doing some job stuff, gives them some time to kind of watch and all that. And so far it's working, because a lot of times I actually don't have people join in, but looks like so far I might be doing something right. Yeah, and hopefully I can get some more people in. One of the things that, you know, for a Twitch affiliate, one of the things that's required, or what you qualify is you got to get 50 followers over the last 30 days. Well, actually, not over the last 30 days. You got to have 50 followers, and over the last 30 days, have 500 total minute broadcasts, 7 unique broadcast days. So basically, just stream every day and go for like you know, an hour. You know, an hour or two. But you also have to have 3 or more viewers. You gotta be able to do that in a month. Yeah. I mean, I have the thing pulled up here. And I'm gonna try and keep to a schedule like this. Because hopefully maybe I can become an affiliate. And then hopefully, you know, I'll start getting paid. Because I've got a lot of bullshit going on when it comes to having an actual job. I think I've kind of talked about it earlier, but there's a lot of other bullshit going on behind the scenes that I have no control over, and it's genuinely like destroying my ability for actual work. So this is what I'm doing at the moment, because I don't really have much else of a choice, unfortunately, but... Alright, so we got some charcoal. We're going to go ahead and... Oops. Oh wait, we've already got the... Actually, what I should probably do instead is... Oh, you love it. So you basically have to stream for 20 days non-stop if you want to get an affiliate as soon as possible. Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, it's not that difficult to stream. Although I imagine my back would eventually get sore. And, you know, hopefully I'll get some more people to, you know, donate and all that. So hopefully that too. Because, like, if I'm getting paid doing this, it's a lot more motivating. Let's be real. So it did that glitch again. You saw what I was talking about? Where I was literally looking down here. I exit and I'm all the way up here. Like, just instantaneously. Why is that a bug? Why? Alright. Again, there's some things that Bugrock be high. It do be high. Yeah. Actually, why am I doing that? I don't need to convert that to wood. So while I'm working on the hotel, eventually... went out. So while I'm working on this, look this up as well. One. What the hell is a PS5? A mini fridge. Actually, I know someone who has a PS5, and honestly, it's really cool. And the controller is fucking amazing. It is genuinely, it's so neat. Some of the things that they've done in there, man, I can definitely see. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I think what's going to happen with the Xbox. Like, it turns out it is a bit smaller than we were thinking. The problem is that, you know, for it to cool off, it needs an exhaust, right? The exhaust is literally only in one spot. On top of that, you've got something that's like, like this, but all the parts are literally crammed in there. And I feel like we'll probably have a repeat with the 360 where they're dying because they're overheating because all the parts are put close together. There's only one place for it to go out. Yeah, I honestly think that might happen. Like, that no bullshit. I feel like that's going to happen with the Series X because they crammed all the parts together. They only have one place where the air's going out. At least with the PS5, it's huge, but it's more spread out, and they have ventilation going all over instead of just going in one direction. You know? And if that area gets clogged with dust or for whatever reason gets even just partially blocked, you know, that could cause real problems and cause your Xbox to die really quickly, you know? As far as I know, there's no issues that happened with the X. Yeah, yeah. I know there was some software stuff that happened with the PS5, but like, you know, software stuff you can easily just fix with an update, which is what they did. But you know, it's not going to be something that happens instantaneously. Like with the 360, it took a year or two before people finally started noticing. So maybe some people might start having their stuff die on them. It could take another year. May take even another year. But you know, once it started happening a lot. So, it wouldn't surprise me. Also, I realized, why is it switched over like that? I got a red. That sounds awesome. For Christmas, I mean, I didn't get anything extravagant. For me, for Christmas, I got a thing of wine. I'm not actually much of a wine drinker, but I got a nice little bottle of wine. Definitely went through that, but it was actually really good. I got a thing of whiskey. Specifically, a type of whiskey I got was called Screwball. It's a peanut butter flavored whiskey. It tastes like candy. The only reason you know there's alcohol in there is just because there's a little bit of that burn you get from booze and all that. But other than that, you would not know you are drinking alcohol. It genuinely tastes like peanut butter candy. It is delicious and it is dangerous because you will go through it and not even realize how much you went through. And it is amazing. Um, you also got the new Xbox controllers, the Elite. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. One other thing I got, trying to think of in particular. Um, there was some things in particular I'm trying to remember, and I just can't suddenly. I mean, I got some gift cards. I mean, when you're living on your own, that's always nice. I also got. Oh, I mean, I'm trying to think back. I can't necessarily remember, but yeah, I don't 100% remember everything. Yeah, I got some decent things. I wouldn't complain about anything I got. I liked it this year. I also got a thing of beer, some really good beer. So yeah, that happened too. Yeah, I can complain this Christmas. Um, but you kind of realize as you get older, it's just Christmas is just like it's a holiday, but it feels like another day. That you kind of just spend with family, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's kind of that. You grow up. That's kind of the whole thing with growing up. It's not always as fun, but it is what it is. You got some school books. Science, my favorite. Yeah, I love science too. I hated math mainly just because like I'm a very slow learner, but then like once I learn it, like I understand it like this. Like people at first like they'll like learn it kind of bit by bit, but for me it's like it'll take me a while, but then suddenly I'll just get it. And that's a problem I had, especially in school, because you gotta there's only so much time you can have before you gotta move on. And I just had a hard like that was one of the reasons why I didn't do so good at high school, is because out of the three subject was your order, you'd have it from worst to best. Math, um, I would say because the four subjects we usually you would mainly use would be math, science, English, and then some history, and then some form of what do you call it? One of those extra classes. For me, science was usually always my best. Or well, you're saying worst to best. So worst to best math. After that, it would probably be history. I always thought history was kind of interesting though. I did kind of like using it. It was kind of interesting. Oh, science subjects. Oh, science. Well, I did best in bio. Um, we did physics and well, for us we took so when I was in ninth grade, pretty much the science we did in ninth grade was basically just general earth science. And I think I did good at that. Bio is when I think I did the best. We only had to take 3 science credits. So we actually had physics and chemistry. That was combined into one. I didn't do good at that one, but also like the main teacher had an injury and we had a substitute. And then the first one was eh. The second one, he was smart, but he just didn't know how to explain stuff to the class. And then once the main teacher got back, which by the way, he was super cool and did everything spectacularly, that's when my grades started to go up. But the damage had kind of been done. And I think I got like a C in the class or something. Again, I would have done a little bit better, but you heard pillagers. Well, the thing is, I'm on peaceful because I like to focus on building. If I'm building, I like to keep it on peaceful because I don't have to worry about creepers coming in, blowing up. I don't have to worry about phantoms coming down when I stay out at night, and I don't have to worry about all that stuff. I can just focus on the building. So, you know. And also, there is a thing. I don't know why they spawn pillagers in, since they are hostile mobs in the game, but they'll spawn. They just won't attack you. You can attack them. They won't attack you. I don't know why they spawn them in, but apparently they spawn in even on peaceful. I know it's. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, and I mean, if you were to rank all my subjects in school, like in general, math would have always been the worst. History, I loved history, but I was just not very good with that stuff. But I mean, I liked it. It would have been English after that. I'm actually really good at writing. Reading comprehension, I mean, I'm good with, but like, I'm not very an expertise at it. After that, science and all that. Also, one of the things I'm good with is public speaking. There are people out there who are terrified to speak in front of a crowd. Just give me some time, like even if it's like 10 minutes. Just tell me what I kind of need to rehearse about, and I'll probably be a little bit nervous, butterflies in my stomach at first. A couple minutes later, I'll get used to it, and I'll be speaking and just be fluent with it. Yeah, 2 science teachers. 2, she was annoying as fuck. She spoke so fast with an accent, so you could barely hear a thing. Oh, I am sorry. Oh, I know people who are just like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, they're usually nice. I mean, they're usually not assholes, but yeah, their accents are pretty thick, and they do speak very fast. So the one temporary, yeah, but I know what you're talking about. They can kind of be like that sometimes. Yeah, I know what you're going through. We're gonna put this up, and then also what we're gonna do, did that thing again. And she was like, the fast part of rap god. Honestly, I've never heard anyone really describe things like that. That's good. Legitimately. I mean, Eminem, he's an American rapper, yet I don't ever, like, or I guess maybe at first people would, but, I mean, now I don't see anyone use him. Like, I would just say, the fast part of rap god, they would just say Eminem. At least here in the U.S. Maybe other countries, they would bring that up specifically. Take water damage. I mean, again, I'm on peaceful. It'll take a while before I even die from water damage. I just like doing this just because if I stand over, for whatever reason, it loves to go into the lava more. I don't know why. But I just kind of do this. And also because sometimes the cobblestone will go into that area right there in order for me to pick it up. Well, because sometimes the cobblestone will go under here, so I kind of just like staying here. And then what I'll do is, you won't get affected by either side. No, I'm talking about the, hang on. I mean, it doesn't take a lot. Oh. Why did it go all the way? Why was there cobblestone all the way out there? Go to the side and, well, here's the thing, is that you'll see what I mean. I don't know. See how, but notice how the cobblestone went underneath there? That's why, like I say, that's why I like staying in there. Dig down like 1 block. Oh, you mean like this. Oh, this is so much better. Why have I never seen this before? I've never seen anyone do this legitimately. And I've watched some stuff, or maybe I just don't remember. What? Oh, this is so much better. I've never had any. Yeah, this is so much better. Oh my gosh, thank you. This is so helpful. Oh, ooh, one thing I need to do. And I've been meaning to do this. I have an Oculus Quest. I need to do Minecraft VR on my Quest. Oh, I've been meaning to do that for the longest time. I haven't done it. Well, I have done it, but I haven't streamed it yet. if you ever get an Oculus Quest and play Minecraft, understand everything in that game. You gotta go now. Thank you for joining in and thank you for the follow. Oh, well, I guess I'll talk because if anyone else joins in, they might hear it. But if you've ever played Minecraft, or at least on the Quest, everything is so fucking massive. Legitimately. Like, it's bigger, but, like, blocks are just about as big as my wingspan. It is legitimately impressive. And it's also terrifying. Because, having a creeper try to blow up in your face already kind of triggers fight or flight. Do that in VR. Yeah, it's fucking awful. But yeah, Ash, have a good night. It's 5:45. Yeah, and I'll probably be stopping the stream at around... Yeah, I believe I'll be stopping around 7. That's the schedule I had, was 4 to 7. Refresh some of this real quick. There we go. Stop burning. There we go. Alright. I'm trying to think of, oh wait, that's right. I needed to also charge something. I'll charge it later. In a bit, I'm gonna go into the other room just to grab my pen and then get it charged. I mean, it won't take a lot of time. I just want to, around 6 o'clock, I'll just get it. God, I'm also just so hungry. Why does it do that? Stop. Thank you. Well, hopefully we'll have some other people join in. It was nice talking about Ash, dude. I do actually get quite a few people, though, from the other side of the world. It is interesting to see. I mean, I've had people join in from Brazil. I've had people join in. I think maybe some from... How do I mean, I need to check that, actually, because I've had quite a few people join in from... I've had some people join in from France. Man, I've had a lot of people join in from all different parts of the world. It's kind of cool to see, though. It really is. I get a lot of US viewers, but I get also a decent amount of people from Europe. It's honestly kind of cool. Also, ooh, one of the things I might want to check real quick. Check something real quick. I don't know if this was... Let me check my channel. Just to make sure it's been... I don't know if it's actually been put there yet. And I also will need to make a thumbnail. Because a lot of stuff I'm doing now... Okay, so it hasn't really been fully exported yet. Will be soon, it looks like. But yeah, I'm exporting last night's VOD into, you know, onto YouTube now. So, it's not done yet. Will be soon. I'm so hungry too. Oh, I'm getting very hungry. What's the notification? Oh, more Discord. Alright, let's get back to the stream. And also get that refreshed again. Okay, so again, this is the boring part. I hate how boring and tedious this is, but again, it's going to be necessary for making my hotel. And that's that. 64. Oh, Discord. Oh, I also need to... Oh, I don't have a... I need a pickaxe. I need a pickaxe. I can hear people playing basketball outside. I mean, it's pitch black. I don't know why you would, but I can hear basketballs going on outside. Oh, Bugrock. I love it when you just are so inconsistent like that. I love it. And I believe the floor was going to be made out of dark oak wood, I believe. I don't 100% remember, but something like that. And oh, I should have some windows here, but for now, well, actually, let's just get this going first. The actual rooms. Windows. Oh wait, I need to go to the chest to get that. Every now and then you might hear my stomach growling. I didn't really have lunch, so yeah, I'm hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten anything today, I should say. I'm an American, that's abnormal. So, yeah, I need to get some food. And I planned this to be kind of because like that's supposed to be the lobby, right? But there's got to be something here. I feel like I don't know what I want it to be yet. Because like this is where all the rooms are going to be, kind of in this area, right? Or oh, what I could do is have these kind of built up, right? Have this kind of be a little lobby area. Ooh, maybe like an indoor pool or something. That'd be kind of fun. Indoor pool. That would be cool. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Indoor pool. That's what that area is. Oh yeah, I was gonna use the windows here. I realize how much this looks like a prison. This does look like a prison. I mean, just replace it with bars, and yeah, it's a prison. Well, I mean, when it's gonna have floors and a crafting table and a decent-looking bed, I guess. It won't look too much like a prison. Okay. What time is it? 54. Again, at 6 o'clock is when I'm going to go grab it and get it charged. What I'm also going to do is I'll grab my water. I need to refill my water bottle, so I might do that too while I'm at it. And let me refresh this. I do need to make a thumbnail. Again, I'm going to do that around 7. If I click this, will it show up? We're processing the video. Check back later. Okay, so it's processing. Actually, let me go to YouTube Studio. How long is that going to take? I want to check real quick how long it's going to take before it's done processing. If we go to contents. It's pending? What do you mean it's pending? Are you oh, okay. Alright, it's pending still. That's cool. Whatever. In the meantime, I guess we'll be waiting. Hungry. And also, I feel like I would also get a notification once it's, there's something along the lines of that. Okay. Anyways, I gotta get focused. Now, for me, the question, well, because one, I want it to be some form of stone roof, and the reason being is if there's a thunderstorm, a roof won't get set on fire and burn the entire fucking building down. Which is why I want it to be kind of a, although I don't know what material stone, like, do I want it to be, I don't know. I have to think about what material I want to make it out of, because I know the walls are going to be, at least here, this part, birchwood. I'm kind of having the front part look, birch, and then the rest of it kind of be stone brick and all that, because this is kind of a lobby, and then the rest of it is, And I'm probably going to put something here as a way to signify, this is the end of a lobby, this is where all the stuff is here. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I mean, probably some form of archway, right? Signifying that, this is where you enter and all the stuff. I don't know. Well, I don't know yet. I am kind of, because I don't really actually plan all this stuff ahead of time. I kind of just say fuck it as I go, Like, oh, well, I could add, yeah, I guess I might as well just do that, fuck it. I wasn't planning to add in a pool. I decided to do that because I thought it'd be fun, I don't really plan ahead of time when it comes to building huge shit. And I probably should, but I don't. There's a lot of things I should do, but I don't. I should probably lose weight, but I don't. I should probably, go to school, but I don't. I probably shouldn't drink as much. I probably shouldn't, vape and all that as much, but I don't. I understand it's unhealthy, but it's what I do. Interestingly enough, that it's pending, right? I guess process. Weirdly enough, right? But like, I don't know. Close enough. Right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab my pen and get it charged, and then I'm gonna fill up my water bottle too. Right, I'll be right back, guys. now, which should be around here somewhere. Actually, that might be in my room too. Which, if it is, you know, it's just right here. It is not. I had a cord somewhere in here where I could use to charge this up. Okay, cool. That's done. All right. Yeah, sun's going down. I thought there was a cord around here. Unless my brother took it again, which wouldn't surprise me. He takes a lot of my stuff without asking. And it's annoying and it's infuriating when he does that. There's a smaller cord right here I can use. It's just I don't have a lot of space for it. I'll figure something out. Plug that in there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Not burp, I accidentally preheated. It's got enough battery to be on, but to make a pull, no. Not to get a lot out, at least. I didn't mean to preheat it, but oh well. Alright, what I meant to do was turn it off. I gotta take this out. You're supposed to do that. And now that it's off and the card is out, so we just plug it in. That's all we gotta do. And I'll leave it there for, 10 minutes. So, set timer for 10 minutes. Again, it's only a 10-minute charge is all I need. Okay. Alright, cool. Don't ask what I was looking at. I was just kind of... I was spacing out for a sec. Alright. I need to actually... Why is it at this angle? That's easier to see. Again, I'm kind of thinking back and I realize probably how obnoxious, the keyboard sounds. Yeah, I know. It's... I don't know why it's obnoxious as it is. Or I don't know if maybe it's necessary. Well, I guess maybe it's the PlayStation microphone that's, picking up a lot more than maybe it should be. Oh my god, I hate the optimization in this game. Also, the stuff that I do, that, I'm kind of, charging up and stuff, it is not like, well, it is vape, essentially, but, it's CBD, that's the kind of stuff I do. So it's a DAP pen, but it's CBD, so that's kind of what I do. Again, it does that thing, whenever I just escape, I face the ceiling for no reason. I escape, I'll be here, and then suddenly, I'm all the way up here. Why does it do that? Why? I did not mean to press that. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna wait for, what I should do as well is... what I should do as well is get some more charcoal, so I can be smelting a bit more at once. That's what I should be doing. I didn't do that. I forgot because I'm a retard. Ooh, what I'm gonna do is, rather than make another axe, I'll make another pickaxe. Hang on, because I forgot I have another axe over here, and I'd rather just do that than use the iron. And plus, I'm gonna need to get some more ingots anyways, so might as well just pick up the axe there while I'm at it. Because I have another iron axe I can use. that has not been touched. Yeah, and again, I gotta get some more ingots as well anyway, so it works out. I also should probably get like a minecart system going. Yeah, that's what I should. Yeah, that's what we should probably. That's probably something I will do. Is get a minecart system going. I know there's things like boats and the blue ice and all that. I know there's that, but it requires a lot, and I'm not gonna. That would take a lot, so I'm not gonna do that at the moment. I'd rather just do minecart. Plus, it's more fun to have some minecarts. You know, it's more thematic and all that. It's kind of more interesting to have that going. So I got some ingots, and I believe I do have an axe up here that I can use. It's in here. I know I have another axe, unless I use it all. I thought I had another axe somewhere. Yeah, here it is. I know I had it. Also, shears. I can put you away. I don't need you. Shears. I don't need any. I don't need any of that. So touch. Keep. This. Keep. This. Keep. Okay. My stomach going every now and then. I feel like you can. I'm saying this a lot. I really am hungry. Like I've had nothing to eat today. Maybe late last night. Maybe I did. I don't know. I know I didn't eat any like breakfast. I know I didn't have any lunch. I just want to eat. But I'll be eating just after 7. Once my stream's over with, you know, that's when I'll be eating. And again, stick to the schedule. I need to do my best to stick to a schedule. I need to do that. So I need to be better at it, but I'm not for whatever reason. Okay, what was I? Oh wait, that's right. Now what I gotta do is get some wood. Let's make that truck. What I should have done is grab the other to make. Well, too late. Actually, you know what? I'll grab it. I might as well. Because then that's more stuff I can save for my axe. And again, that's a lot of wood. I'm going to be using some of it. In fact, I'll go ahead and use it for a floor. Because I know I want to use it for a floor of a dark oak. I want to use that as a floor. So I'll go ahead and do that then. Yeah, that's what we'll go and do real quick is go back here, grab the wood, turn some of it into a floor. Well, actually, all of it's going to be used for a floor, I just realized. So, so it can't be the dark oak. I know I've got a lot of it. But the dark oak is going to be used as a floor, I just realized. But we'll take it. Spruce! Actually, spruce. Yeah, I can use a spruce as the charcoal. I don't think I have any other logs though, but I know I'm using the I know I'm going to be using the dark oak, but it's like, I mean, I could use a spruce. I could use spruce. I feel like the dark oak would look the best because, you know, it's got that nice brown to it, and especially when you have it with the other stuff. It's a nice little contrasty thing. Ooh, one other thing I realized. Hang on. I'm a little quiet, I just realized, but Again, I kind of do that when I'm focused. Also kind of get like this angry look, kind of like condescending. I'm not angry, like my eyes will be down like this, kind of like I'm mad, but it'll be kind of a lower mad, but not like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you know. But it kind of gets like this when I'm very focused. I have this very condescending look, but that's just me when I focus. Every now and then, kind of look at myself and I realize I shouldn't look that angry or condescending, but that's just kind of what I do. Okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do, and I feel like this would be better. We're not gonna, again, don't use a dark oak, but we'll take this down. We will use the axe, right? But I'm just gonna use it to, oh, come on, there we go. Right? We're gonna do that, and how much birch, or that's oak. Actually, yeah, add that. Get some more oak. We're pretty much just gonna add some oak in there, and we're gonna just smelt all the spruce. Smelt the spruce. I need a bit more oak wood first. I could spend some time destroying the bigger oak trees. I'm not gonna do that. And at some points, you know, I need to take some of these saplings and replant them. Because, like, I do want some trees, but again, like, all this world is probably going to have a lot of stuff in it. Again, I don't know how much, and again, at some point, I do need to also do the, what's it called, the Ender Dragon, and the Wither and all that, right? But, when I'm going to do that, I actually don't know yet. I don't know exactly. I mean, it's something I plan to do, but I don't know when I'm going to do it yet. So I got a bit of extra, a little bit of extra wood, so again, when it comes to smelting, you know, some of it will be the charcoal, and I guess some of it's going to be the wood. Alright, that's done. So let me just put this stuff in, and I'll go ahead and begin the whole... Why is it doing that? Why is the water... I don't think it's supposed to do that, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, we'll put you in first, and spruce, we'll wait for that. In the meantime, I can unplug this, put this in, there's that. 613. Now this is on. I'm just thinking about what I want to eat, though, as well. I mean, I got some pizza here, so I think I'll just heat that up. There's a shit ton on me. I'm going to turn on the fan. Oh, wow. Whew. Yeah, sometimes, or there's certain pens, or certain cards, I should say, that definitely hit. Oh, you can't take too much in. There's some cards I could take a lot bigger hits than that. Not that one. There are a lot of cards I could take really big hits out of. Again, like I said, that's not one of them. I don't remember if that's a sativa, indica, or a hybrid. I don't remember. I really need to find a way to, like, label them. I think one of the ways I think I considered it was, one of them was, like, putting some stickers on them, like, color-coded, so, like, red would be sativa, blue would be indica, and if it was a sativa hybrid, maybe like a yellow, and then if it's an indica hybrid, it would be like a green. Because, you know, use a warm color for the energetic stuff, use the cooler colors for like your mellow stuff, you know. I think that's something I would do. Why does it do? I hate it so much. I hate how inconsistent, how just unoptimized, inconsistent, and buggy this game can be. Like, I want to play this game more. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love how, you know, my friends have this game more. I don't play it a lot, but, you know, I just don't like all the buggy bullshit with it. I have the inventory space to pick that up, and it just takes forever to sometimes do, you know, anything. It's just unoptimized, buggy, glitchy, just a lot of problems like that that just degrade the experience. And it's like it happens all the time is the thing. Like, if it was every now and then, I guess, sure, but it's like, it's a fact that they're so frequent. And it's also like, the longer and longer you play the game, the worse and worse it gets. I just don't know why it's so prevalent, and like, the fact that they can't cut down on so much of it. I mean, there's a lot of bugs that have been in the game. In Bugrock, I should say. Not Legacy, in Bugrock. And they're still there to this day, ever since Bugrock was made. Like, that's embarrassing. And you're talking about a company that works on things like software all the time. Like, they develop all these, like, neat little things. They have their own computers, Microsoft, all that. But they can't write decent code to this game. I don't know. Also, I don't know why they felt the need to make a second version to this game. There was nothing wrong with the original. And I don't think there's also anything wrong with the fact that, you know, consoles have their own little additions to it. Like, they have their editions, right? There's the Xbox edition. There's a PlayStation edition. You know, all that stuff. But I don't know why they felt the need, hey, let's just take the stuff that was working, right? And let's make another version of the game that works on all of it, except it's not really how software works. Because I think how it's supposed to work is that, you know, we're just using one type of, like, programming something, don't really remember, but it's supposed to work for all consoles, but that's why it works really good on PC, because they're using it to program the best on PC. But then on, like, PlayStation and the Switch, it works like shit. Because the coding doesn't just work as well. I think it's something like that, and that's why. But, like, I don't understand why, like, because the whole point is like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be everything all in one. What was wrong with just making a bunch of updates, you know, the same updates, you know, all the same contents, but just, you know, code it for that specific platform instead of trying to make some magical, like, all-in-one sort of bullshits. There was nothing wrong with the way you were doing it beforehand, but it's like, oh, with this we'll be able to play all, like, we'll be able to crossplay. I'm like, you know, there are a bunch of games out there that have crossplay and don't have second versions of the game. And they run a lot better than this bullshit. So, you know, that's where I'm at. I wish I had a better background than this, too. You know, this is actually a chair. This is legitimately a chair. It's comfy. But this isn't a wall. This is a chair I'm sitting in. It's a big one, too. I like it. It kind of, where my hand actually is right now, it's kind of curving forward. It's curving forward right here. Again, my arm, like, you only really see, I mean, my wrist is, like, right here. So, I mean, it's curving just off camera, but it's a decently sized chair. I like it. I'm just gonna wait for the rest of this to, oh, and because I didn't eat, I'm pretty sure, the effects of the, what's it called, the CBD is gonna kick in a bit faster. But again, I'm gonna be having some pizza, assuming it hasn't been eaten all yet. Also, let me check one other thing. Refresh. It's taking a long, long time. It's upload. How long is it gonna take to upload? Are you fucking kidding me? Why is it taking this long? It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Ooh, also, this needs to be added to Twitch VODs. A live stream, I guess. Well, actually, no, this isn't in a live stream here. This is a Twitch VOD. And then Minecraft. Where is my Minecraft? There it is. Observations. Alright, we can hit done with that. Age restricted. Well, yeah. Oh boy. I don't know why it's taking so long to upload. It shouldn't, but well, I'm just gonna close out of it. That way I don't see it. I won't be tempted. Okay, this is, I mean, for the most part, I mean, that's almost done. Gimme. You know, I should get is, I should got some bone meal for them. Well, too late. Damn. And I remember, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so because this is an indoor pool right here, fucking sheep. Okay, if there's one thing I know about indoor pools, and I actually have to get this wall going here real quick. Just this part real quick. But if there's one thing I know about indoor pools, and actually let me try and figure. Actually, you know what? This part. Oh, you. You know what I should do? Here's what I'm gonna do. Because this is an indoor pool, it's gonna be a lot different. I shouldn't make this out of stone brick. In all seriousness, I should make it out of some more birch wood. Honestly, that would fit the pool vibe a bit more. Have it made out of like wood, but then you know, have the rest the same. You know, that would actually makes a lot more sense. That genuinely makes more sense. Oh, I don't have birchwood either, do I? I do not, so... Well, it's good that I have a bit more of this now. I do need to get... I need to cut this part. Wait, no, wait, that part's good. I was about to cut that part down. I know that's good. I am kind of all over the place right now. But I feel like that would make more sense in that, you know, regards of design, because usually the beachies, the beachy stuff is gonna have brighter colors. Like I said, the longer you play this game, the worse it gets. I don't know why. Like, the experience quite literally degrades over time. It just gets more and more buggy, more and more unoptimized, and just overall cancerous experience, you know. And like I said, I want to be able to like this game, but just... It's, like I said, the bullshit that adds up is... Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait, I think I've noticed that ravine before. I look over and I suddenly see all that. Well, maybe I haven't been to that one, but that's a decently sized ravine. I'll have to check it out. Although, like, again, I've probably seen it before. Usually I do. Especially if it's near, like, you know, my house or anything. Then I usually notice them. Or maybe when I was first creating the world. Because, again, like, where I first created the world was, like right at, like, well, actually, you can't see it from here, but there's a piece of land right over there. It is possible that I probably did see the ravine. I was like, nope, because I didn't even have my first house yet, or house yet. I didn't have that, so it's, you know, maybe 100% possible. I'm rambling, I realize, but okay, so a corner. Yeah. So this is how I had it. Yeah, see, if there was an indoor pool and something that looked like this, I feel like it seems more fitting. Yeah, like this. I mean, honestly though, well, maybe I should put some birchwood here. No, I feel like that'd be a bit more. Oh wait, hang on a second. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. And we're not using these yet. We will be, but just, oh, it's raining. Oh wait, no. What is my problem? Why did I, nope, that's not right. I am fucking everything up for no reason. It's raining, I know it's gonna be annoying, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just go to bed. I hate it when it rains. Because it could also be a thunderstorm, and then I definitely don't want to be out. Yeah, I believe it is what I took as indica, because I can definitely feel the, just the, how do I call it, just the calmness, like the, just slow down sort of vibe, you know? Rain's done. Oh, that lag. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and grab some of this. Get over there real quick, and I need to. Oh, that's not. You know, I've just been kind of leaning over my thing, or my back's getting a little sore. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I can't stay in this seated position for long. And then that's, you know, at some point, you know, I'm gonna go back to computer, you know? Once I'm back at computer, you know, I'll be able to play a bit longer, or, you know, a bit more longer without, you know, not being in pain. I want to check YouTube so badly, just to have this shit uploaded. I don't know why it takes so... It should not be taking this long to... Unless Twitch is just fucking up for no... Well, it could be, but... YouTube Studio. I'm just gonna check again real quick. Contents. Visibility public. Has it been uploaded? Or has it just not been processed yet? What? I don't see it on my channel. Oh, it's there. Well, I haven't seen it yet. That is okay. Okay, well, again, I gotta get a thumbnail for it going. Honestly, not too difficult. Yeah, I can just get that done quickly. Not now. I am streaming. But I'm also stretching my back out because, again, I can't... I'm leaning forward when I do this. If I had an easier way to keep the keyboard and mouse, like, right here so I'm not having to slouch over all the time, I need to do it. I really do. Now, one of the things I was saying, I realized I kind of didn't talk about it, but one thing that beach places like this have, big windows, like windows in lots of them. So that's what I gotta get going, are the windows. Because I know a lot of those indoor pools and all that, they usually do have, a lot of windows. Why is it always just the same tree every time? Whenever I grow it, it's just this one. Why is it always that one? I don't know. Oh wait, I already have enough for... Well, it looks like I got a little bit extra. Probably don't even need 2 stacks, but you know what? I got extra. That sheep teleported. One, two, 1, 2. Yeah, they're pretty much gonna be like this. 1, 2. Yep, I mean this is it. Oh wait, hang on. What I do need to do is I'm gonna keep this part consistent. The bottom part still using all this here, right? Keep that consistent. I forgot about that. But everything else can be the same. Right? Yeah, we want to keep that the same for sure. Go ahead and I thought I was gonna make that at first. Jump over and oops. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. We're kind of keep this all the same. Wait, is that? I think this is, oh yeah, that's a little bit tall. Yeah, this is right. Alright. And we'll keep this about the same. For sure. One, two, yeah, I just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1. Oops. We'll just get the rest of these walls going. So do a lot of these loops and stuff. Get it out of the way. I realize I'm getting a little bit more quiet again. You know, I kind of just do that when I'm focused. I keep saying the same shit. I know. But again, people who might be joining in, I do get quiet. I have a tendency to kind of do that when I get focused. You know, I won't say much. I know it's not entertaining, but that's just kind of a habit of what I do. So yeah, I might be boring from time to time. That seems good. Let's just get... yeah. Okay. You love to see, oops, not that. You love to see it when you have just enough blocks. It's so satisfying. It's about 40, so I'm gonna go ahead and collect all this. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna finish up all the smelting, right? I don't have much left to smelt. Just this. I don't think I have anything. I mean, I do got this and all that, so everything else, yeah. Turn these into bricks. I'll go and just use them real quick because soon enough I'm going to be signing off in about 20 minutes. But get everything kind of wrapped up, everything kind of put into place where, and you know, how I want it. So let's go ahead and get that going. I know some people might say, well, it's not that soon, but believe me, it's soon for me because time really does fly sometimes a lot. Wait, do I want this? Oh wait, yeah, I do. I want it to look like this, that's right, because it's supposed to be wall. Again, 1 and 2. I mean, that's pretty much what a pool would kind of look like. Again, you would have these big mirrors and stuff, and I'm gonna worry about the floor later, especially for this place, because I'm gonna figure out how I want the pool to look. And honestly, you can tell it's obviously not gonna be that big. A decent size, but it ain't gonna be. Again, this hotel ain't gonna be anything magnificent. It's just gonna be enough for people who just want to kind of stick around, or not stick around. But people who kind of want to join in but don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff, but you know, have something. So that's kind of what this place is for. Have a little bit of something, but you might be touring, you may not come back, you know, you might come in a little bit, but you know, for the most part, you're gonna stay kind of distant from the server. Well, that's the whole point of a hotel. I think that being said, we would probably have a thing going where it's like, hey, only get stuff that you're okay with losing. Like, if you want to have some stuff, that's cool. Or honestly, because if you're not planning to be on, it should be more of a, we'll just give you some stuff. I feel like that'd be the better way to do it. Like, we'll just give you iron armor and all that, but for the most part, understand that if you're not going to be here for long, don't plan on getting a lot of stuff. You're going to want to come back, or wouldn't be upset about losing. So in other words, it's like, hey, if you're going to a hotel, understand that, you know, the moment we don't see you on for a certain amount of time, we're just going to get rid of it. I feel like that'd be the way to do it, yeah. We need a door here, and to fill in these windows as well. Yeah, that would be, I feel like, the best way. And, okay, so now what I gotta do, excuse me, is turn all of this into dark oak, because it's time to begin the flooring. I haven't done it yet. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I should have been doing it earlier. I chose not to. Kind of stupid, but let's just go ahead and get it done and over with. At least the first floor. Yeah, we'll just do this one first, and then, hang on, put this out of the inventory, put that there. I'm not really going to worry too much about the lighting, so... yeah, this is a lot I'm going to be clearing out. I'm going to be going through a lot of shovels. Like, a lot of shovels. Like, I might want to get an unbreaking, maybe even mending. That'd probably be the way to go. Like, I'd probably have to use a netherite shovel. Because, like, we've only been using a shovel for a little bit, and it's already halfway done. Like... I mean, I won't be having a lot of dirt, so if I need to redo anything, or, like, do some landscaping... yeah. So many, I'm gonna be going through so many fucking shovels, legitimately. And I feel like also, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm gonna be having a lot of stuff filled up with, oh my god. Okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and just fill the rest of this in, just have something to do. Rather than going back, making another thing, let's just fill it in. I feel like it's always good, or not always, but like, I feel like that's what I should be doing, is just, filling the shit in. Like, if I run out of one thing, just put it back. Or fill in what you were gonna fill in. That way, there's always, like, you know, some progression being made. It'll also clear up your inventory a bit. And I did it again. Back up, please. There we go. Oh, wait. That's right. No, here. There we go. Yeah, and just like that, we've already got a lot of it going now. It's already starting to look a bit, like, the moment I actually added in all that stuff, it does look quite a bit different. Like, it feels different, because the fact that you now got a bit more with it. Okay. I almost fucked up. We're good. It's getting sore again. Why am I going in here? I don't need to. I feel like that'd be the let the shovel run out. I'm running out of things. Well, because again, I'm hungry. I know I gotta get the thumbnail done for the vlog that's being uploaded to my channel, so I'm kind of just thinking about how we do all that. I should say for the photo, because I already know what I'm gonna eat. About to break. Now just finish the rest of this. It's not like it's that much. Is my inventory full? It's full. Oh, geez, yeah, it's full. I'm gonna put some of the dirt in that ender chest I have right there. I mean, I go through this wood actually pretty quick, it looks like. Again, I kind of sit back for a second. I'm kind of laying back. That's my back. don't have enough. If I had 13 more, I would literally... if I had 13 more, damn it. Oh well. I mean, I did use all the... Oh my god, if that's all the oak wood, and that's just for that floor... Well, actually, because now that I think about it, it would actually... It's not going to be as much. Because I'm not doing the entire... Again, you'll see, eventually. And at this point, let's just go ahead and use these now. So that's about one of the only things I can do. Because then I gotta go out and get some more cobblestone and mine it and smelt it. But I won't... I mean, I'll probably do it a little bit quickly, but... Depending how long... it takes me to do some of this. So that's all that for that. I think by the time I am, because what I'm going to probably do is just use the rest of my pickaxe, but I think by the time I'm done, I got to put in the smelter, and at that point, you know, it's going to be well past 7, I feel like. I thought almost all of this is just burning immediately. That going. It's just burning? I think it's just burning. It's just all burning. Oh my gosh, it's almost all burning. I feel like it is. It's either glitched somewhere, maybe. I feel like it's got to be glitched somewhere. Oh yeah, I should go ahead and also. This game is just not, for whatever reason, giving me a drop. If they are burning, I'm not seeing it happen. Maybe. Or it could always just be glitched somewhere in a block for no reason. Yeah, like I said, by the time this is done, The only time I'm going to have is just to get the blocks, put them in the smelter, not even build them though. And that's how I'm going to be signing off. I'm going to be getting something to eat. Well, first I'm going to be making a thumbnail, then I'm going to get something to eat. Silence, but I'm at that point where I just don't know what to say anymore. I'm going to be talking to myself about the same shit over and over again. I don't know what else to do. I need to just get this done, get it over with, sign off, make the thumbnail, and eat. That's all. That's where my brain's at. Get it over with. I wish I had more people to play this game with. You know, this is not a server where I'm going to have randoms join on. Not this world. I think I do have 1 or 2 worlds. Alright, so up top, what do I do? Yeah, I mean, just like this. I'm not waiting for all this. I feel like that's obvious. Whatever. Well, whatever. However, we are gonna do this. Kind of just even some of this out. Some of it, I say. 64. 64. 59. I mean 58s, or 658 I should say. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go off. All that stuff is now smelting. The only thing left for me to do, well, I need to make another shovel. I need to do that. After that, get some more dark oak, which again I can always just do. Get all the resources off stream. I'm definitely probably gonna continue maybe just a little bit afterwards. After 8, I'll do some stuff a little bit after. Definitely tomorrow before stream. Definitely get a lot more of the resources. That's always pretty much just the most tedious part about this game is just being able to go out and get all the resources. It's just getting to be able to start making everything. It's just getting there. And that means grinding you saw what I was doing with the the infinite cobblestone generator. We're talking about getting all the wood and then realizing you didn't bring enough, so you gotta get more. It's bringing your ender chest because you're gonna need to probably bring some stuff with you, but also probably the stuff you don't need put in that chest, and then manage it when you get back to wherever you're going. So that's kind of a long, tedious part that I was never really good with in this game. And I'm getting better with it, but it's still very frustrating. It is, probably just about to turn 7. So with that, this is pretty much what we've gotten done. We've, I was talking with the dude a lot. I did get a lot of the cave stuff, which I don't know what to do with yet, but I plan to. We got some more of the walls built up. I spent a lot of time talking, and we got that part done. We also had to do a lot of getting the resources and getting them to where they need to be. So, okay, yeah, now it's definitely 7 o'clock, so it is time to sign off for now. So, it does look like my VOD has uploaded to YouTube, or at least when I went to the YouTube studio it showed it, but I don't know if that means you guys can see it. So that's exactly... Hang on. Okay, so it is up. Okay, so I definitely need to get the thumbnail going, so it is up there. But anyways, this VOD will be available tomorrow. And I thank everyone that joined in and said hello. Dimitri, nice seeing you. Ash, I knew you were new to the channel, so thank you for watching. Again, hopefully you'll see my channel and subscribe there too, because I do a lot of my stuff there on there as well. Now, granted, once it is, once if I do become a Twitch affiliate anytime soon, then what will end up happening is, I won't be streaming there. It'll be probably more VODs and shit. And maybe some small little edits here and there. But other than that, I'm pretty much here on Twitch now because I'm closer than ever to actually, being able to get paid for this shit. Please, guys, if you are able to, it would really mean a lot. Because depending if I get affiliate or not, make sure to type in !tip, and you'll get a little bit of a link, and you can be able to donate. It really would mean a lot because at the moment, I'm not getting paid for this. The only way I'll be making money is through your generosity. So that is what I am asking for. I really do need it, especially with all the fucking bullshit that I'm going through. It really would mean a lot. But anyways, that is it. If you're watching the VOD, fuck's sakes. If you're watching the VOD, on my YouTube channel, leave a like and subscribe. Watching this on my Twitch channel live, make sure to follow. Again, make sure to do !tip as well. And yeah, tell anyone about your stream, my stream. Tell anyone you know about my stream. Yes, I butchered that a lot, but whatever. But anyways, I will see you all tomorrow. And again, so I'm gonna try and do it from around 4 to 7. So what I'm doing now. I don't know if I'm going to do it every day. I'm going to kind of experiment around. I do want to try and keep the 4 to 7. But that might mean if I'm doing, I probably won't do it every day. Again, the more and more I do it, the more and more I'll get a feel of, how many days will I probably need to take off? Because I probably will be, but right now I'm just trying to get as much followers and all that in, and then eventually get a more even schedule. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow at 4, around that time. No guarantees it'll be exactly there. I might be a little bit late. Yeah, see you later.